welcome to another amazing episode of Hottakes with my humble self, S.O.G. And I have here in the studio somebody that I'm trying to groom. I'm trying to like help her to, I like helping people. So I'm just saying.
Hold up. Yo, peeps, you know this man can't even introduce me right. I'm the only PamPam, your one and only favorite media girl.
Shut up, P. It's the fear yourself. Last class, you still end up with somebody like me. So continue doing all this. You think he's going to take you far?
I don't understand.
He's not going to take you far. Anyway, let me talk to the type of don't disturb me. Please, if this is the first time you're coming on this TV, make sure you subscribe. Click on it. God will bless you. Surely, this is no jokes. As I'm speaking to you, as I speak a word, you receive it. That's how it is. And you know it's not hot takes with S.O.G. if you don't have some amazing guests in the house. And today we're joined by two very beautiful people. The first person is Red. She's a singer and a model and an actress. Red, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, how are you?
Oh, she has a role modeling thing going on.
Yeah, see how she's smiling. That's why it's so beautiful. And we have the real estate guru, business mogul, Dr. Hills. Sir, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
So you will give me some business tips after this.
You have to pay for it.
Hi. This is why I don't like business people. Small thing, just small thing that we're talking about now. You've turned it to money.
No, information costs money, so you have to pay for it.
Hi.
But before we begin, why did you choose to go with the name Red? Is it your favorite color?
No, I actually don't have a favorite color.
Okay.
You don't?
I don't.
Really? That's weird.
So where did the name Red come out from?
Okay, so my full name is Alexandra. People call me Lexi, Alex, Andy, but I chose R-E-D from that very long name because red can be translated into fire. Fire is the force of creation, like one of the elements that make up creation.
Exactly.
And fire for me just means grace.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's
So I chose it.
another way of looking at it. But to me, it looks like destruction. Alright, so for today's topic, we're going to be talking about what do people consider as red flags in a relationship? What actually do you call red flags in a relationship?
Yeah.
You know, before anything, I feel like a lot of us can list out the red flags we might have seen or experienced in relationships. But then, if I was to ask you, what is the actual definition of that red flag?
Yeah, like what do you think? What do you just like
consider the red flag? Yeah.
Well, I think red flag is anything that doesn't make the relationship move forward.
Okay.
It just makes the relationship stay static in one place. I think that should be considered a red flag.
Right.
A red flag doesn't have to be the things that go on in a relationship. A person, one of the couples or the person involved in the relationship can be a red flag.
Okay.
Dr. Hills, what do you have to say? What do you think? What's a red flag?
Basically, I think a red flag could actually mean a warning, or signs, that shows unhealthy behavior or pattern between both parties, those
Patterns they exhibit that you don't like.
And it's actually a warning, but I think due to lust or love, we actually do mix these red flags.
The way you're talking, when people that have money, they just like. So, Dr. Hills, I would like to ask you, what are red flags like to you if you're in a relationship? What are those things that you would consider red flag? What are those things?
A lot. There are so many of them. First of all, constant lying.
Okay.
And when someone tells lie over and over again, and the person tries to make up excuses for those lies.
But Dr. Hughes, there are lies and there are what we call half truths. Does half truth really still? Someone that tells half truths, it's not a red flag now, is it?
I think you're just trying to beautify lies by telling me there is half truth. A lie is a lie to me.
Okay, so even if someone tells you a half truth, that's a lie.
It's a lie. It's better you come up with the truth and or you tell me lies, completely lies, or you tell me completely truth. You get. You don't tell
Yeah.
me half. When you telling me half, you expect me to get the remaining half from here. You know. And then someone not being able to compromise, I think is also a red flag. You know, in general, it's like you having a girlfriend or a wife that lacks the ability to say sorry, even when she's right. You get, I think is a red flag for me. That have been able to compromise,
Even when she's
even
right.
when she's right.
Okay, but the
That
guy
kind of
is
person will
too.
go always like for peace to reign. You get, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You
Sorry,
get,
Dr. Hills, but
yeah.
if you notice this like red flags, okay, in your early relationship, would you
Mm.
try to condone it or, just walk away from the relationship?
Um, Earlier on, I said people miss these red flags for two reasons, either for love or for lust.
Mm-hmm.
You get, um, lust actually blinds our eyes to mix
From
the
the
red
truth.
flags.
Okay.
Now you asking me if I'll have to condole it. Like I'm not saying for myself now. For example, a guy will see babe, we get big nash, we get big breasts and all those things. The physical attraction, it is enough to make him look away at her red flags. You get why dating, you know. And then when it gets to marriage, you see these things are things you can no longer control. You get there are so many red flags to me. And one crazy part of it is that you know deep down your heart that this is a red flag. You
Yeah.
know. But there's something that is just blinding your
You want to
eyes.
change this person.
So what
Yes.
you're saying
Mm-hmm.
is that red flags are a deal breaker for you, nothing like second chances or trying to like get that person to be a better person.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
It depends on how deep that person's own red flag is.
Because you don't just escape now. Get one, I want to knock you now from another side.
Yes.
Because I wanted to ask you
But would you
what happened.
personally condone the red flags?
That's what I'm saying. It depends. Yes.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What happened to building your man or your woman into the kind of woman or man you want your heart to be?
Let me give you an instance.
Yeah.
As a man, I believe no woman can change me.
Okay.
If I want to change, I'll change. Take for example, if I'm a night crawler and then I get married, if I want to stop living the nightlife on my own, I'll stop. You can't change me. This is who I was before I met you. So you can't change that. You get, so if you think you don't want to end up with someone that is the king of nightlife, it is better at the early stage you don't start it.
Dr. Hills, there's something we call, compromise in relationship. But I don't know, can't you like compromise knowing that you actually do this before and they can't change you? Can't you compromise, for the sake of the whole relationship thing?
It will be difficult.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why your Bible said, train up a child in the way he should go, so that when he's old, he will not depart
So the
from it.
relationship will just start, my child.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is
Awesome.
something I've been doing from while I was single. Like, before I met you, I've been like this.
Okay.
So you coming from nowhere, you think you can actually change me, but it will take time, probably years. It's not something you can just do overnight.
But it's healthy compromise. I mean, you can at least do
I
it
think,
for
I
that
think, I think,
person.
I think Red is ready to go.
No,
It's just like, I don't know. You want to say something?
No, I mean, um,
No, say something.
yes, I actually have.
Let us hear you then.
I think being an over controlling partner is a red flag. It's one thing for, there's this healthy respect and all that goes between both partners.
Yeah.
There definitely should be that respect. You know what your partner likes, you know what they don't like, and you know this person to be probably, let me say, I'm an actress now. I might end up having a boyfriend who doesn't like anything that concerns like acting or anything like
Sex thing or sex
yeah, the whole sex thing that comes the whole sex thing that comes with acting and or the
Yes.
mentality that people have that anybody that acts is this and that. So yeah, you probably met me, an actress, and you know that I'm always out there. I'm almost never at home. And then you cannot condone that. And now because I'm dating you, expect me to like change for you. Of course, I would try. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give you my total everything. I'll try, but then again, there's a part where it comes where it becomes like it chokes
Too
you.
much.
It becomes too much. If you can't handle it, then you walk away. Because this was something that was, this was something I was doing. It's something I like doing, and they just want to stop it just like that. You don't even want to try and adjust and all. That's a very big red flag for me because you're not going to try to inconvenience me to suit yourself and stuff like that. So
You
yeah.
know, there's this thing that people mistaken for being over controlling. When people are trying to like look out for you, would you also term that as
There's a difference
controlling
between
yourself?
you looking out for me and you trying to control my life. Like how you would tell me, your friends cannot come over because this and that, or you cannot have, let's say your brother cannot come and visit you and stuff like that.
You can actually confuse controlling for looking out. You can they look
Okay.
alike, but they're
Yeah.
not the
They
same
look
thing.
alike, but they're not.
Someone looking out for you is more like, okay, your friend is supposed to call me anytime. Oh. You're supposed to tell them, as this thing be now. That is looking out. When I'm controlling you, I'm more like your friends can't come here.
Yeah.
Do you get? So people tend to like think that okay, looking out and controlling can be one and the same thing, but it's actually not the same thing. So it creates this a situation where someone can be in a controlling relationship and the person doesn't actually know because the person feels like, oh, my boyfriend is looking out for me, he's caring. Meanwhile, the person is actually controlling you, or my girlfriend is actually looking out for me, but she's actually the one controlling you, trying to tell you what to do and all that. And then you will find out that at the end of the day, you and your guys, you start like having issues because guys no fit ever see that kind of thing sit down. They will finish you. They will tell you about it. So besides the way you just focus on that controlling, which other red flags do you
I mean,
check?
I think the biggest red flag is if your instinct tells that this is the wrong person, then you definitely have to be the wrong person.
Who be this instinct? Today I want to meet them.
Yes, okay.
I want to meet the instinct.
I don't know about anybody else.
You just look at them and be like, okay.
I feel like every single time my instinct tells me something, or I just hear this very deep voice or this very strong feeling in my head that this thing you're
Intuition.
doing, this intuition, it means that, yeah, if you don't follow your intuition, most times you get into trouble. And yeah, you get into trouble. If your instincts tell you this is the wrong person, don't pursue it, because you end up breaking yourself.
But say bad things.
Like I actually
That's it.
disagree
Yes,
with
that's the thing. Okay, so the thing is.
Oh, Dr. He says something. You say,
Yes, I actually disagree with her because
Okay.
there have been so many times my instinct tells me that this is a good person and it ends up being bad. I think this instinct,
yeah.
I think is different between the men and the women. Now, you as a lady talking about instincts where you see a guy and your instinct is telling you that this guy is actually not good for me, wrong. You can easily listen and run. But we as a guy, you see baby package, they get your instincts can't tell that kind of thing. You be like, your instincts they talking, you shade.
You know everything they tell you.
Yes, now.
You're in loss.
No, there are some. That's what I'm saying. Being able to differentiate between lust and love, you get. But both of them, they work together because before
There's a clear distinction between the two.
no, let me help
No,
you.
no. It's
Before
I can't.
before I choose to date you or whatever, men are attracted by what they see.
Yeah, what you
Yeah.
see, and women
get-
what they hear.
What else are we seeing? If not all those things. So it's normal, you first of all lost. You get men does not see good character. We don't see it with our eyes. The one we see, then you can't tell me say my instincts go come tell me.
You go
say-
say you know they see good character. No say men know they see.
No, we don't see good character. You don't see it with your eyes. You can't just see a lady now. As she is now, don't just say this person is a.
Wait, Dr. His, you cannot tell me that you don't see good character. I can't wait to
Okay.
say you go tell me say okay, normal. If you see gear, you get some kind of way you go see. But inside you, deep down inside you, I'm get the fuck up. Inside your mind, you know say this girl.
No, you are wrong. What I'm saying is that this person must have exhibited some characters for you to know that her character is good.
It's good.
But I'm saying that I've not spoken to you. I just saw you on the road, and I'll just assume, oh, this person has good character.
But
It
you
doesn't work that
but
way.
you can actually tell. Again, as person go follow you
The manner
talk.
of approach.
I'm saying you have not
First impression.
spoken to this person, nothing,
You
nothing. You
just saw
just
this
saw the
person.
person
You know,
like
looks can be
this.
deceiving. You
Okay,
can
I
be
will not feel like
person
I will not feel like I will not feel like this
that
person is a nice person. just by saying-
Exactly.
small stature and
Okay,
you
so,
can be like, oh,
okay.
this person
Before you know,
good.
before you tell that somebody has a good character, you need to
spend time.
engage the person now.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
But before engaging the person, you give it to the eyes, don't first see.
Don't first see.
And that's the part that your instincts can just on its own begin reason. You get the eyes don't first see.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And there's so many red flags for me.
Mm.
And one crazy part of it is that, okay, I'll tell you one that you might argue it for it not to be a red flag, but to me is a big red flag.
Okay.
Your girlfriend not having too many friends, to me is a red flag. Yes.
That's a green flag for me.
Let me tell you.
That's a green.
Let me let me tell you, ask me how.
Okay.
Good. When you have a girlfriend that does not have friends,
Yeah.
one, it makes her to be so clingy. Like anywhere where you date, she'll be like, she wants to spend 24 hours of her time with you. Two, there's a possibility that she's toxic, kind of like you not being able to keep up with friends outside. I'm not saying you have thousands of friends, but at least 2, 3 people that you can always relate with. Take for example, today is Saturday's weekend. You as a guy, you have some friends that you might want to go to their places to see football, have fun. Then she has nowhere to go to. She has, like, you are the only friend that she has. She always wants to be around you. And let's tell ourselves the truth. In as much as we love it as guys, but it got to a point whereby you want to give me space.
Dr. Hills, are all clingy people, do they possess some toxic traits? Are they all toxic?
To some
you?
extent, yes, to some extent.
But what happens to the fact that we all want people that are inaccessible to people? Because this thing that you're saying now, I feel like, okay, most guys I've met, they always have this mindset of, I don't go like my girlfriend get too many friends.
Yeah.
They want someone that's not out there. They want someone that, even if you're into anything that you're doing, maybe like say, Okafor know you, Okeke know you, Nkechi know you, Cynthia know you, no.
When I talked about having so many friends, I was not specific with the numbers. I just said at least we should get 2 or 3 people will be her friend, like good
Close
friends.
friends.
That say she no get at all.
Okay.
You get. At least she should be able to keep up with the social life. And then I love it when my woman is able to interact, make arguments, you get, be it politics, football, anything. But whenever you come get person maybe say she no get anybody at all, you get, it's actually a turn on for me. And I'm a kind of person that to some extent I don't really like when the lady is so attached. You have your freedom. Wherever you want to go to, she's always there with you because she has no other friend than you. You get. So to me, I think it's a red flag.
So you feel like a couple should have their personal time.
So now, if you have your
And if you don't have
time,
your personal time in your own relationship, that's a red flag for you.
yes.
And what do you
But I have a question for you.
Okay.
Would you stay in a relationship with someone that has so much rules?
Rules as in
Rules in the relationship.
Oh hell no.
What kind of rules? What kind of rules? What kind of rules?
It depends. If it's something that works for both of us, then it's fine. If it's something that works for just yourself, that's just like suits you. No,
Shall I
I
say
can't do that.
talk about? Because I don't hear rules.
Yeah, there are actually rules in
No, there are
relationship.
rules.
Talk about this
It can be
friend
healthy
stuff now. Yeah, it can be healthy, it can be very unhealthy. Talk about this friends aspect. Your guy or your girl might not like the fact that, oh, you have this many friends, or not like the fact that your friends are coming over. Or take for instance, your family shouldn't do this, your family shouldn't do that. You should have this amount of girls that you talk to, or don't even talk to any girl at all, and stuff like that. As long as it suits both of you. This is just example. For me, that suits both of you, it's fine. But then again, gaslighting is something that is a huge red flag for me.
Okay.
Because you can't do something wrong. And I'm trying to tell you that, oh, look at what you did. It's wrong and I feel bad about it. And then you just flare up at me, trying to make me look like I'm a fool.
Fool, yeah.
For
Question your reality.
Yeah. Like you're trying to make me look seem stupid for complaining about, how bad you're making me feel. Or okay, maybe I hear something. You're my boyfriend. It's not unhealthy for me to come and meet you and say, okay, see what I'm hearing. One person has said this, two people have said this, and it could be true or it could be a lie. But just at least calm down and talk about it. Not that you just flare up, and then at the end of the day, you won't even get the answer you're looking for because they just like walk out of it, make you seem like you're full. Like you'll be like, why did I even start talking in the first place? That kind of thing. And then jealousy. Jealousy. They can there are like different levels to jealousy.
Okay.
There's this like healthy jealousy and all that, but then there's this jealousy that just goes out of pocket. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like it's just crazy. You just see them acting mad. Like that one's like
Like they talk out of experience.
you just see them acting mad. I'm a girl. I get jealous, of course, yes. But when I know that this is making me so crazy, I'll walk out because then I know that I'm beginning to get very, very attached to you. And if I feel like it's not being reciprocated or it's not even healthy for me, I'll walk away. For some guys, they say that what's his name? Hell hath no fury than a woman scorned.
Yeah, that's true.
As much as the jealousy of a woman seems like top 10, I feel like guys, it's just general. The feeling is the same. When a guy is jealous, it's just something else. You'll be walking, you can't even talk to your male friend, or if somebody's trying to shake you, you have to look if your man is looking before you can shake. And stuff like that. If your phone is ringing, you will rush and like see who's calling you and stuff like that. Like
This is actually is most common among women.
Most common.
Yes.
That's
I think a higher percentage of women possess this characteristics you're talking about now.
Not true.
I
Some
take
women
an exception to that.
know.
Women, I'm speaking on behalf of the men.
Okay.
Women, we needed to carry this thing for head.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
we never do that.
We have a lot on our head already.
Yes.
That I'm trying to check who calls your phone and who does. Okay, I'll give you an example. There are some guys that are like that actually. I was once like that. You get. But then I think the cure to this thing you're saying now is the guy should just try and be successful to some extent. Because to me, the guys that possesses this jealousy is guys that are not successful to some extent.
Small
They feel
insults don't they enter them.
They feel so insecure. I'm just telling you.
Insults don't they enter them.
Let me tell you why I'm saying that. I remember some years ago, when I was dating my woman.
Okay.
Then I had nothing. We still did try to zip for trousers that year. So and then she was actually so pretty. I was so scared. I was very scared of losing her actually. I was so scared, like most of these things you said now. When she's out of my sight, I'll be like, hey babe, where are you? Afternoon babe, where are you? Night babe, where are you? Then I graduated to the stage that I am now. You get. I think the other way around now, I think she's not scared of losing me.
Say this thing now, that's what I just try to avoid. Now I don't get money. Any small
I'm just trying to say.
Small thing is exactly the reason why Nigeria is dead.
I'm just
small stuff when they talk for you, just the gist. You don't begin to tell us say, now that you're now.
No.
If you don't get money, you never see.
That's what said now. Because then the only asset I had was her. So I was scared of losing this asset. But now I'm so busy with a whole lot of things on my head. Now she's scared of losing me. So it's because you probably don't have something that is taking your time. That's why you always have time to check who calls on phone, who did not call, where did she go to, and all that.
You've heard it.
No problem.
Association of poor and broke boys. One of them things I don't do. They don't insult us when we get money.
I'm speaking on your behalf. I dey represent you.
You represent who? Alright, viewers, you've heard it from Dr. Hills and Red. If you don't get money, go and get money. Because now red flag now for waiting they talk is a red flag. So you have to go and make money so that you will not have red flag and be green flags. But all the same, you say?
So that life go dey balance now.
You get money.
I'll have money. I'll live in the lab.
From when?
You just not seen it.
Okay, see you inside. You will come back when the thing don't come out. Alright guys, please, I know you enjoyed this episode. Please make sure subscribe. Just click. If you subscribe, give your roommate. Come on for yard, give your caretaker. Why you laugh now? You know how much, oh?
Of course now.
Smart time I tell someone that they catch you. Please make sure you subscribe. Always watch out for our episode. Every week we'll drop another one. And this is me signing out for today with Dr. Hills, Red, and this Mumugia. Bye.